What's up, guys? It's Jules. Time for another FlossTube interlude. The last one for 2018. So, I think we have a lot of questions and comments and things to answer. What am I wearing today? I'm wearing my Maple Leafs Matthews jersey. Just because I haven't worn it in forever. It's probably been over a year, and I just felt like wearing it today. I probably ought to be wearing my Blues jersey, but the Blues have been playing so bad that I haven't wanted to put the Tarasenko jersey on, but I need to do that too. I think my New Year's resolution is going to be I'm going to wear more jerseys in 2019. I think that's something that I can absolutely accomplish. It's Christmas Eve, and I just got off from work. Husband's still at work, so we're going to work on this video. Hopefully have it up later tonight for all you guys. I know a lot of you are going to be with family. You're not going to be watching videos, so you watch this later. But for those of you who have time or just, really just don't have plans and whatnot, I hope that you find this entertaining and it helps you some. So, let's get going. Let's get going. Let's get going. All right, Donna wants to know, how are the bees doing? That's a very good question. It's wintertime. The bees are basically nestled up in their little hives. They are, my husband goes down there and checks on them about every other week, provides them with sugar water. Ah, yes. So, last video, the video before, someone talked about, or sent me an article about why you shouldn't put out sugar water for bees. And specifically what that video was talking about was putting, like, normal people, like, in their neighborhoods, putting out sugar water. Because you don't really want that. You want them to get the pollen and everything. We provide sugar water at the site of our beehives because of the fact that they continually need hydration, and they also need a little bit of extra energy and whatnot. And that's what we provide there. But no, you really shouldn't put out sugar water for bees. It's just not a good idea. Okay, hold on. A lot of you guys commented this week about the birds. A couple of you guys were like, oh man, the birds are really loud, and I'm sorry about that. I like the birds chirping, but I'm right next to the birds. So I'm going to try and find a way that I can actually like tone that down somehow in a little bit, because it interrupts me, which is cool, but then it makes me ramble more. And I know some of you may not care, but some of you may. Anyway, but we're going to try and find a way to do that. Cool. Wendy McDonald, you think Old World Map is amazing. Have you seen, this is actually the tapestry for Wonders of the World. It's the tiny little bit I've got stitched. I'm actually going to get started on this this afternoon again, because I finally got the floss that I'm missing. And this is a project where I need to definitely stitch as I go, and I don't need to jump ahead and do things, at least not yet, not while I'm trying to understand the project a bit. But it's definitely one of those things where I've just got to keep up with it. I've got to like literally go like one area at a time, one color at a time down. Great. A lot of people like the Old World Map too. Was I stitching that? Maybe I just held it up. Okay. Zoe wanted to ask me if, like, especially on my Stitch With Me's, could I provide a pic of the piece that I'm stitching or a link to the page where it's shown. I need to take a picture of it, because the dachshund, it was about the dachshund piece. And the dachshund piece, as far as I know, is not up on Gecko Rouge right now. I don't know if it'll come back on Gecko Rouge. But I need to, I definitely need to do that. Nice. Isabel's Moments with Crafts. I want to talk about this. So you said, and I think a lot of us do this, that sometimes when you stitch the wrong color in an area, that you'll just, instead of frogging it, you'll just stitch over it with the right color. And if you can get away with it, do it. It's so much easier. It's so much easier. It's, don't make things harder than you need to. Don't frustrate yourself if you can just kind of go over it. It should be fine. Nice. Hey, Judy Stone, thank you for commenting. Nice, Irene. Thank you for thanking me. I appreciate that. Oh, nice. Monique said an update. I think she was the one who had the birds where the mated pair, where one of them had died, and they got a mirror for the other one, and that seems to have helped it. And that's actually something that I've been wanting to put up in the parakeet cage, is a mirror, because I've heard that, yeah, they do like to kind of talk at another bird while they're doing that. That is awesome. He kisses the mirror constantly. You're so pretty. You're so pretty. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my goodness. Donna Painter again has a great idea. I should take my stitching with me when I try on readers. Definitely take a page of, not the stitching per se, but the page, one of the pages. That'll help me focus on more, or be able to, that'll help me focus on more. Good gracious. Oh man. Hey Priyanka, stitching your first aid. How you doing? Again, that's cool that you're stitching your first aid. Okay. Diana? It's a beautiful name. You're from Sri Lanka. Hello, Sri Lanka. I hope you're safe and everything. I know you're not really in that area where they had that horrible tsunami again around Christmas. But that's terrible. You're pretty new to cross stitch. That's awesome. Well, thanks for subscribing, and thanks for commenting. Thanks for watching. And you love the pet collection. Pet collection video channel is still coming. I used to have one, but a new one is coming because I've added so many new critters. The prior one was just the dogs channel, and this one needs to be like everybody included. So, oh yeah, by the way, the lizard's molting. Gecko. I was just asking someone the other day about shedding skin, and gosh darn it, but I went and looked at him when I just got home, and I could see it on his little fingers. He's starting to shed his skin, so I got to make sure he has plenty of humidity in there. I've just got a humidifier like for the cage. I got to video all that, but oh man, the animals have been crazy lately. I'll tell you about that later. All right, Angela, I'm reading your long comment here, which is great. Nice. So you've had to try Cinderella from Hade. Nice. You've tried it 4 times, is that what I'm reading? And you're going to start it again and do it on 14 count. You know, that is definitely, if you're struggling with a project, because I had the same thing. What was it? Wasn't it Reaper that I struggled with? That it was like a 25 count or something, and I'm like, I can't do it this way. I've got to change it, and I changed it into 18 count. Do you guys remember that? Because I'm struggling to remember if I did that or not. Nice. Jessica likes the hoops that I use. Nice. Link is in the bottom description. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I mean, honestly, my hoops, wherever they are, oh, I put them all here. I've taken them all apart from the project, so I've got like, hold on, I got like all these. You ever seen those guys that juggle? Anyway, I'm not doing that because Doogie's down here, and he's probably not going to care for that. You guys haven't really seen Doogie. Doogie's going to get a special video all on his own. Come here, buddy. He's going to get a special video because Doogie is a special guy. He's the #1 out of all the dogs. Come here, buddy. He's recovering from a skin disease on his face, but here's my boy. So he has some scabbing on his face, and he's about, what are you, like 8 or 9 now, buddy? He was #1 of all the 7 that I have. He's a border terrier. He's a border terrier that has like all his hair, and he hates to be like the center of attention. Dude, don't you? Don't you? He's so musky smelling, but Doogie's very gifted. He's very special. He, when you guys see the video, you know what I'm talking about, but there's not a lot here. It's all right there. And so, all right. Anyway, Angela. Yeah. So, you mentioned the idea of a Jules cell. Now, stitch along. So a stitch along, like where we all have the same project and I shoot videos and we all do the same project together. Okay. So I apologize for this. For those of you who have been waiting for me to do the Chicago Bears stitch along, I hate to say this, but I can't do it, guys. I just can't do it. It was stressing me out so much in thinking and planning and just looking at it and going, this is going to take like 50 or more videos. And I honestly just did not have, like, I almost panicked at the thought. So I'm just going to, here's what I'm going to do. And I talked about it in my Stitch With Me video yesterday, but this is what I'm planning on doing. If I'm going to do a stitch along, at least initially, I want to do small projects. I want to do something that I can complete in that one video, at least right now, maybe a couple videos at most. So what I'm planning on doing is just going back and doing some of those women in rock stitches. And I also want to do some of those little Star Wars things. My husband gave me a book of cross stitch for Star Wars. So I want to stitch some of those designs that are in there, something that's just really small. I've got some fabric that, you know, kind of like, that was the leftover fabric from when this was cut, that I know that I can put like the women in rock on there. And so I'll probably just do a series of those. And again, I apologize because I know I hyped it up and now I'm like tearing it down, but I have got to like reduce some of the stress that I have from just honestly doing too much. So everything's fine. Everything's fine. But anyway, so yeah, I need to start the Chicago Bears project. Anyway. But I'm so happy you guys are like starting cross-stitching again. Some of you guys who come on here and tell me that you're starting up again. I just love it. Nice. Nice. Jane of all threads. Hello. You saw my almost accident. I actually keep highlighting myself. Now you're using normal colored pencils, the type children use to highlight. That's a really good idea. If I keep having highlighter accidents, I'm probably going to have to switch to that. And you switch the color every day, which makes it easier to see your progress. That is a great tip too. If you want to, like if you have a big chart and you're trying to like see what you've been doing, every day just do a different highlighter or whatever you want to highlight with. Do a different color, and it's great because it gives you some encouragement because you see what you've been doing all day or every day. All right, I said I was gonna go fast, and I have not been going fast. Wow. Hey, Lena. Again, Lena Otson, you're starting a new project. It's huge, 319 by 425 stitches. What is it? You said you make a portrait from my beautiful kids. Is it one of those that you take a picture and then transpose it over to cross stitch? That would be awesome. Okay. So a couple of you guys, if you want me to email you, there's a couple different ways that we can go about doing this. One is that you can go on the blog and contact me through the blog. Otherwise, I think I do have my email on my About section on here, but I don't like to like just put it out there for everybody. Kayla Kootenay. Hello, Kayla. You're working on a Thomas Kincaid Wish Upon a Star from the Disney collection. Nice. That is awesome. Cool. Thomas Kincaid stitch. Oh, you're using filament for doing that. That is crazy. That is awesome. Kayla, you know, they have a lot of, and you may already know this, but Thomas Kincaid, beautiful work. But you could also go on Etsy, because there's a lot of cross-stitch stuff on Etsy that doesn't necessarily use filament. Is the filament, does it sparkle more? I've never used it. I have no idea. But, that's very interesting. Very, very interesting. Hey, Lori. I know I wrote you back, and other people have been writing you back. You've been having a tough time as of late. You're going through a rough patch. It's going... Every time we go through, like, rough spots. And maybe somebody's having a rough spot right now this time of year. There's a lot of things that are going on. And the holidays always make anybody's stress worse. Take a deep breath. And just get done what you can get done. Don't try not to. I know I do the same thing, but try not to worry about the things that you have no control over. Focus on what you can do, and then if your mind is trying to focus too much on the bad stuff, this is one of the things that I do at night. Like if my mind will not shut down, I think about my cross stitch. And I have a lot to think about with my cross stitch, obviously, but I'll think about new projects. I'll think about what do I want to look for, or what project do I want to stitch on next, or, you know, I find that if I can just force my mind to focus on things that I like to think about, that I can get that bad train of thought out of my head. So, but anyway, Lori, you have a support network here if you need it. A bunch of people have been writing you. I think it's awesome. For some reason, people think Fargo is cute. He's cute until you catch him lifting his leg in the house. And he's not so cute. He is cute. I know he's cute. Fargo. You know, his name used to be Prince. So when I first got him and I named him Fargo, I also called him the dog formerly known as Prince. But anyway. Hey, Yo to be Purple, you're doing better. That's awesome. Picked up Stormtrooper again. Back to digging it. That's nice. Hey, so we got a recommendation for method of kitting up large projects, because we all have different ways. I have a video about how I do large projects, but it's certainly not the only way of doing it. So O to be Purple, one of the things that you talk about is, okay, so you do floss away bags, which I have, but I don't have right in front of me. But those are the little bags that I use sometimes, and they have little holes in them, and you can use them. What she does is she puts them on a binder ring. Oh, and you keep a needle in each bag? That's even better. That's awesome. So yeah, so you just, you know, you can get your thread ready on the needle, and maybe you only use a couple stitches, so you can just do a couple stitches and put it right back in the bag, and you're ready to go. That is slick. That is slick. I like that. Very nice. Very nice suggestion. So nice. What's up, Flo? John James tapestry. I've gotten John James needles before, but those weren't the ones that I had that I didn't like, were they, guys? I've got such a mess, like right here, you can't see, thank goodness. But I had those needles. I know I've used John James. Let me just say that. I can't remember if that's the needles I didn't like. Hopefully not. Hopefully they're the good needles. You're recommending. Hopefully they're good needles, right? They gotta be good. All right. Everybody wants to take Fargo home. No, you don't. Oh, it's funny. Oh, it's funny. Amanda thinks that I should line up all the dogs like the Von Trapp children. If I could get all of them to line up, I mean, that would be like the most amazing thing ever. The closest I can come to is when like 4 or 5 of them are laying on the couch together. It would be really cool. I don't know how that would work though. I would have to like, I don't know. I don't know how. I think I would have to like literally like cut them in, you know, make it look like they're all standing next to each other, because that would be pretty funny. Cynthia Dryden. Hey, Cynthia. Yes, I do stitch a lot of really big pieces. Do I stitch any smaller projects, such as ornaments for a tree or small pillow-type projects to display in my home? No, it's great to ask. You know, I have a couple smaller ones. I've got some smaller ones that are hanging on the big stitchy wall, which I'll have to show in the thing. And that's part of what I'm talking about, too, with the Women in Rock. And I normally don't do small things. And I haven't done ornaments, but I think I'm going to use the Star Wars, and I might even, no, I'm not going to use the Women of Rock. The Women of Rock will actually be a whole piece in itself, but maybe the Star Wars ones can be ornaments or something, but I normally don't do those. And I kind of made a conscious decision when I first started cross-stitching. It was that, kind of like with jigsaw puzzles, that if it's something that I can do really quickly, I tend to get bored. My mind races like crazy a lot, and if I'm not challenged in a way that is like, oh, this is going to take, not many people do this, you know, then I want to do it. you know, that's just my personality, and at times I wish I wasn't, because I wish that I was, you know, that little thing. I mean, little things do satisfy me, you know. I'm happy with little pieces of candy, and obviously Fargo, who's tiny, but I don't know, but it's definitely one of those things that you know, if I have some small ones, because I have Lizzie Kate. I usually do Lizzie Kates that are small, so I do have some small stuff, and I'll have some small stuff that I need to do in 2019. Thistle Stitcher, first time commenter. Hi, welcome to the channel. Thank you for commenting. I know that you stitch full coverage charts from a few different companies, as do you. That's awesome. Do you have any that do not put the 3 gray repeat lines on the pages? Yeah. So she says, I know it's just personal preference, but I always cut those off. I can't stand them. I stitch a lot of patterns from Scarlet Quince because I like the spiral bound charts with no repeat lines. Oh yeah, I mean, I really like the way Scarlet Quince puts their projects together. I love it. Do I have ones that repeat? Yes. I can't show you. Most of them don't. Like, Cross Stitch Collectibles doesn't do that. I think my Old World Map does. I'm trying to think of what else might. So, specifically what we're talking about is when you're looking at the grid, that what they'll do is on the next page over, they'll actually insert the last, like, 3 lines, like 3 stitch columns kind of thing, on the new page, but they'll shade them so that you kind of know that this is where the next bit goes. And that is, I want to say when I first started doing it, I actually found it confusing, and I think I messed it up. But yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of it either. I don't need it. I don't need my hands held, except by my husband. And so, nice. Hey, Emma, I did look at the MCM Old World map from Tilton Crafts. I did go and look at it. Ooh, that's pretty. I can't do another one, but that is pretty. That's going to look awesome when you get that done. Janet has a puggle. Puggle named Pickles. Pickles the puggle. That's so awesome. Oh, wow. Karen Cuffler. We're going to have to look at this. So you started to download a pattern of Elvis. A lot of pages. The pages are broken down by floss color. The rest of the pattern symbols are left. So does that mean like it's one page of the pattern? Like there's just one page for the pattern, but each individual page is like you can lay it on top of each other. So like one page has got like 310, the next one's got like 311, 318, whatever. And then you just... That is interesting. I'd love that for Stormtrooper, personally. I would love that. I'll have to try to find that. That's awesome. Deborah Sue is a new follower. And you just started stitching in the summer. Welcome. That is awesome. You've already completed 2 small 8x10 patterns. You're getting ready to start a full coverage. The Epic Pokemon Project? I have not seen this. That is awesome. That is awesome. Well, I'm so glad that you found cross stitch, because it is, I mean, we all know how much of a fun. It's so fun. How much of a fun it is. It's such a fun. Bum, 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 bum. This is going to be a long video. It's going to be a long video. Cat T! You read Night Circus. Night Circus is awesome. I think I talked about that in a Stitch With Me. The audiobook is really awesome to listen to. Layla, I've been thinking about your comment a lot. Okay, I'm going to have to go to your Instagram and take a look. So Layla had commented to me last time that I might want to consider doing half stitches on Wonders of the World, because it's such a big piece, and it's such a, you know, I could literally cut down the number of stitches by half. And it might provide just as much coverage. I'm just a little nervous about it, though. You said that a test swatch. You know, I don't have it, but I don't have, well, I don't have this particular, I have this fabric, but I have, I'll get there. I think I have some 25. I may have to try that, because you're right. I mean, it would save so much time, and I'd get so much faster, you know, I'd be so much faster with it. Okay, I'm going to have to look. I really do. I've been thinking about it a lot since you said that, and I've just been going back and forth, because I haven't done any more stitching on it. So maybe I'll just start doing half stitches on it and just kind of see how it goes. Because it's going to be so massive. I mean, are you really going to be able to tell? I don't know. Ah, Malene, asking when I show my needles, are you using sewing needles with the sharp points instead of tapestry? I'm actually using sewing needles. What kind of needles does everybody use? Sewing needles, tapestry needles? I like the big needles. I gotta have big needles because I'm otherwise blind and it's hard for me to get them threaded. Itchy nose, itchy nose. Okay, boy, am I going slow through this. Somebody actually commented on the honeybee video. That's awesome. Back when we were doing the honey extraction in 2017. I'll have to go back on and comment for that person. That's really nice. Nice. I say nice, and you guys don't even know what I'm talking about. Nice. Oh, nice. Oh, Leanna, okay, I'll have to go look at your comment on the blog about your Ronnie Rowe. That's awesome. You did Ronnie Rowe in silk. Oh, that's awesome. You think when you hear the birds chirping, it's like stitching on an exotic island. That could be. It could be. Boy, it's not like it when they're like right next to you and they're kind of blasting your ear out. And for some of you guys there, I know it's maybe not quite as we're going to try and tone down the birds, I think. I need to have a talk with them. Let's just say that. And it's all Sailor's fault. Popeye is usually pretty quiet. Mi bello. My bello? Mi bello? I'm going to say mi bello. You're going to get the Wonders of Europe? Oh, that's going to be gorgeous. You started a big one on Ponte Vecchio. I'm going to have to do that. Please check out Arenco Originals. Oh, okay. I got to do that. Okay, wait. Notes. Notes. Note page. I am so unorganized right now. I have... What day is it today? Today's Monday. I have the rest of the day off. It's only like about 1:30. I have the rest of the day off. Tomorrow is off. It's Christmas. Although we're going to spend the afternoon with friends. Work Wednesday, off Thursday, work Friday, and then I have 4 days off in a row. So, like, I got to get stuff done. Stuff's going to get done. First, I got to look up this whole Ponte Vecchio thing, which I don't know what it is, but it sounds awesome. Arenco Originals. I want to... Oh, I think I did. I think I did look at them, because they're the ones that are in Oregon. Oregon? Oregon? I don't know why that sounds so weird to me right now. Oregon. Oregon. Why does that sound weird? I did check them out. But I'm going to go back and look at them again. But I did go look at them before. But that is awesome. Awesome. Babel speaks very highly of those guys. She says the owner is awesome and fantastic. That is very cool. Nanette! You just found the videos! That's so awesome! Oh, Crafting Between Stitches talked about my videos. Thank you, Crafting Between Stitches. I gotta go check out your channel. Because I'm gonna be perfectly honest. I'm not sure if I know who that is. So that's awesome. I always like to do new stuff. Wait, let me go back down. You're from Tennessee. You're in a very small town. Your house is 176 years old? That is awesome. Okay, you gotta tell me what town in Tennessee you're from, because I was from a small town in Georgia, and I visit small towns in Kentucky to see families, so maybe I know your small town in Tennessee. You're an Ada girl. Me too. Me too. All right, Michael, one of our few guy watchers. Thanks, Michael. All right, so you started on a similar one with this called New World Map. So I can't click on it right now because it'll take me off of my stuff, but, or will it? If I right click on it, open link in new tab. Let's open link. I can do it. Oh, I'm so technologically savvy, unless I go back and it just triggers. Oh, that's gorgeous. Holy cow, guys. So there's an Etsy shop, Country Town Girl. She sells charts. Wow. Whoa. I really like this thing called Moonship. Wow. Wow. Guys, I might have to buy this Moonship. Oh my gosh. I'll link to it. Thanks, Michael. I'll link to it in the down below. I'll link to it. But that map, what I like about that map is that it is clean and the colors are very distinct. And I like that it says New World Map. That's pretty funny. But that's really nice. I like the colors. And like I said, it's just a lot cleaner than your typical world maps are. So that's really awesome. Oh, man. I'm sorry. See, Lydia, I'm sorry, Lydia. See, the bird sounds make your cat go crazy. That is so funny because my cat could care less. But I apologize for that. We're going to have to find a happy medium with the birds, guys. Absolutely. All right. Ashley Newman is another. Hello, Ashley. Another new cross-stitcher. Thank you. Welcome. Only 6 months in. You're going to do a large, full-covered cross-stitch, 2 feet by 3 feet. That sounds awesome. It's going to be like this big. Oh, thanks, guys. Oh, man. Oh, gosh. Ashley, there was a FlossTube interlude a couple ago where I did list... If you want to look at the other... Okay, so Ashley's asking for recommendations for other FlossTube channels. And I went through and did that before I... Oh, man. I want to say it was on my interlude video. So I would say that 2 videos ago, maybe? It might have been the last one, but it may have been 2 ago. In the description of the video, it's going to list a bunch of YouTubers, or sorry, FlossTubers that I watch, that I like. It's not an all-inclusive list. So usually what you can just do is on the side where it says like suggested videos, if there's another FlossTuber that pops up, just check out their channel. You know, what appeals to some people may not appeal to others, and everybody's different. So, you know, there's a lot compared to when I first started this, like almost a year, like it'll be 2 years in, I want to say like February or March. It'll be 2 years since I started my channel. Back when I started, there were, you know, some bigger channels. There wasn't nearly the volume and the variety of channels that there is now, which is awesome. I'm the first FlossTuber and the only FlossTuber. Oh man, there's so many other FlossTubers. See, I don't know exactly like what you would want, but there's so many of them. Oh my gosh, so many of them. Just have fun. Have fun. Enjoy yourself. You'll find some awesome people. Sharon Abbott wants to know, do my stitches get squashed when I have the hoop over the stitches? They get squashed temporarily and then they bounce back to normal. So don't worry about it. Even when you get the hoop really, really tight, even if it's linen, it always comes out fine. It always washes out. No worries. Everything bounces back. Except for like really heavy thing that is dropped. Probably doesn't bounce back depending upon what it hits. That's a bad joke. It's a bad joke. I'm a bad influence to Fiona. You're doing Westminster Abbey. You've started another project. Oh, another KDA cross-stitch design. That's awesome. There's KDA. I don't know what it stands for, but that's where I found my Westminster Abbey project. It took me like 3 or 4 years. It's up on my stitchy wall. That is awesome. I'm so glad you... Yeah, I mean, doing one project is great, but man, we need variety, don't we? I know everybody's been sick lately, haven't they? I feel better. I'm still a little congested at times, but it's not a big deal. Not a big deal. Doing much better. Everybody was noticing how sick I was a couple of videos ago. Yeah, I was sick. I didn't feel good. Time has been really crunched, so sometimes when I go to do my videos, I'll either do them like really early in the morning or later at night, and I'm usually tired during those times, so I don't look at my best. So I'm trying to have more energy. Go back to having more energy when I do my videos, because that's usually how I am. Oh, Irene says, I need... Okay, this is what I'm going to do, Irene, about my project board that sits behind me. I'm definitely going to cut back on the pictures, the borders of the pictures, and scrunch them down. I'll have to move the camera in a little small, or little closer so you guys can see it, but we're going to cut all those down so that we can do that. All right, my camera is going a little nuts, so I hope it doesn't run out of charge before I'm done. That would be bad. Everybody's awesome. Everybody's awesome. Oh, now we're going. You guys are all like wishing me much health. Lorraine ordered Ronnie Rowe's Capitol building. Boop. Guess what, guys? Hello? Hello? Oh, my husband's home. Time out. 10 minutes later. Okay. We're so happy. I'm so happy he's home because he was supposed to get off a little early, a couple hours early, but then people called in sick on Christmas Eve, so we were thinking maybe he had to work his normal time, but nope, he got off early, and he's home. Yay! I'm so excited. Okay, keep on answering questions. Okay. People are noticing I'm using sewing needle stitches and not Now tell me, guys, tell me, am I supposed to be using tapestry needles? Because I don't even look at like what the edges are in terms of them being blunt versus being sharp. I just look at the eye and the size of the needle and how well that I think I'm going to be able to use them. So do other people just use tapestry needles and am I just not clued in? I am not an expert on cross stitch. As far as the technical parts, there's a lot of other people on FlossTube that can teach you like the more technical aspects of it. I'm not that good at it. I was self-taught and I didn't teach myself very well. No, I wasn't self-taught. I had a friend teach me, but just the basics, and then everything else kind of learned on my own. But I'm not that smart. No, I'm not that knowledgeable about it. Anyway, everybody's sick. Everybody get better. Make sure you're resting. Oh, yeah, Lorraine got Ronnie Rowe's Capitol building. Here's what we're going to do. I'm starting Ronnie Rowe the first week of January. Absolutely going to start it. As soon as the first hits next week, I'm starting Ronnie Rowe. So, super excited about that. Oh, you guys are all sick. Oh. Is it me or is your wall of whips board wonky? My wall of whips board, when I'm doing my weekly update, I think it's the camera that gets slightly tilted. I need to use a level or something because I feel like my eyes, like one of them is like just very slightly offset because whenever I look at something that I think is level, it's like not level. Anyway. Violet stitches. When did I get the birds? I've had them for like 5 or 6 weeks now. I don't have a lot of interest in birds. They were rescues from a friend, and so that's why we're not a big fan, but we're becoming big fans of birds now. Okay, I'm still reading. Something in my mouth. Janet George. How you doing? You've never done huge full coverage pieces like I do, but consider it, but I stitch in hand. I'm not sure how it would work. I roll up my fabric like a scroll to where I am stitching. Gives me even tension, and then stitch. No hoop, no frame, no Q-snap. That's pretty awesome. A full coverage project. It would be a lot of fabric rolled up in your hand. all I can say is that you don't know until you try. Now, you probably don't want to do like this ridiculousness, but something along the lines of well, I don't want to do that one. That's Stormtrooper. Let's look at Cross Stitch Collectibles. So check out Apothecary Shop, right? Now here's the thing. I've washed Apothecary Shop a couple times and I've been working at it for a while. The fabric is really nice and soft. You could roll it really, really tight in your hand. And I mean, it's a big piece, but let's just experiment here. I totally think you can do it. You could theoretically also, I don't know if you'd want to do it that way, but like use some sort of like those little food sealer snap clip things. I'm so technical. Anyway, so I got about a third rolled up. It's about like that. Now you can roll it a lot tighter than I did. I mean, couldn't you also like roll it, if you wanted to roll the whole thing, you could roll it like on a long stick-like object, like a stick. I don't know. I'm in rare form today, kids. But I think you could do it. You're going to have to be mindful of, you're probably going to want to pre-wash your fabric just to make it softer so it's just more comfortable to hold. But I'm pretty sure you could do it. Okay. Homemade ginger tea with honey and lemon. Nice. Nice, Janet. Thank you. Lots of animal snuggles. Actually, what I've been doing when I was sick is I finally just decided to just rest more. I took more naps. I've been staying in bed later in the mornings. I'm not getting up nearly as early as I usually do. And I definitely, I feel more energetic and I feel better about everything because of that. Avian Avenue. Nice. Okay, wait. Where's my highlighter? I'm using a highlighter as a pen. I gotta write that down. Avian Avenue. And I just marked on myself because I do it all the time. All right. Nice. I don't know if Allison is going to get this. Allison watched my Know Your Needleworker video. I did one of those like 20 things about me. It's in my personal, like if you look through my videos, there's like a playlist that's more personal stuff, I think, and I think it's in there. Whew. Janet watched one of my very early videos, video number 4. Oh, nice, you're a Bears fan. Whoop, the Bears. Tammy, your mom made you eat Vicks? Wow. Really? Rub Vicks on your chest and then make me get a gob of it on my finger and swallow it. Does that... Wow. I don't know if I would be up to swallowing it. Has anybody else ever eaten the Vicks, the rub for when you're sick? Carolyn got her tonsils out at the age of 38. Oh my goodness gracious. I hope that you are eating lots of ice cream. You better be eating lots of ice cream. When I still lose my voice every time I get sick. Oh, interesting. Huh. Chronic laryngitis for 12 years. Ah. That is crazy. I hope you're feeling better. Lots of ice cream. Lots of ice cream. Hey, Julianne. How you doing? My birds your birds and my birds talk to each other. That's funny. That's so funny. Your kitten, Janet says her kitten loves the sound of my voice. He comes and watches me. Oh, that's awesome. I do love my animals. Nice. Queen Stitches. You're from, okay, I'm going to get this wrong. Axminster, Devon? Is it, that's got to be in the UK, right? I got to look that up. I got to find out where that is. Nice. Sharon is crocheting. You're crocheting. You're feeling a bit of burnout. All right, so burnout from cross stitch. I suffer from that on occasion. I've had a little bit of burnout a couple times in the last few months. You guys may have noticed, may not have noticed. If I didn't do this channel, I probably would have stopped stitching for 3 or 4 weeks and played video games or something like that. But because I do the channel, it keeps me motivated, and I'm like, well, I gotta keep stitching, so I gotta do videos. And so, but if you're feeling a burnout, just stop stitching. I mean, why force it, you know? It's, if you want to stitch, but you don't want to stitch what you have, then just have a fun afternoon and Google fun cross-stitch stuff and just start looking, find something. And sometimes it's not necessarily that you have to buy something, but if you just see things that you like, then it might revive your passion for what you're doing. So, but don't feel bad if you're feeling a bit of burnout, and we all go through that. I mean, I think the most I ever stopped stitching, I think I stopped stitching for like 4 or 5 months years ago. I don't remember why, but I just got out of it for a while, and I don't think that'll happen again. Huh. Love to stitch too. You have got a lot of animals too. That is awesome. You grew up with 5 dogs and 9 cats. That would have been awesome. That would have been awesome. I wasn't actually allowed to have animals when I was a kid. I had a small little aquarium for a while with a couple fish. I really liked it though. I liked having it on at night when I know I probably shouldn't have done that, but I had it on at night when I would be in bed because I just like looking at it. And I was allowed 1 dog. I got a dog when I was like 9. My parents got me a beagle, and it was my first dog, and I didn't know how to take it, and my dad wouldn't let it stay inside the house. And so, I mean, you're talking about a 9-year-old kid who kept having to get up in the middle of the night because her beagle was outside howling at the moon, to get him to be quiet. And eventually they got another home for him, just because it wasn't, with their rules, I couldn't keep the dog. And so it just was, but I'm compensating for it now with all my animals. So, Vicky Caps, how you doing? New to the channel. Welcome. Nice. Oh, hey Kimberly. Okay, that's good to know. The link that I put up or gave you for the Star Wars project, I'm going to have to look and find it. Let me make a note for myself. And I had bookmarked it, and so when I clicked on the bookmark, I could still get to it. So I'm not really sure. Not really sure. I'm going to go find it, though. I'm going to go find it for you. So I had somebody comment on my video that there was an ad that definitely wasn't appropriate for what my channel is all about. And I don't know how much, if I have any control over what's shown in front of my videos, but I don't really pick anything. So I need to get back into that and just double check, because you would think that most advertisers would kind of know where to, I don't know. Anyway, I watch so much YouTube. Like, I literally watch a couple hours of YouTube every day, easily. I mean, I'm not always watching, I'll be listening to it. So I actually have the YouTube Premium, and I do it so that I can skip the ads. People still get credit for me watching their videos, because I use Premium. They still get credit for it, but I do the Premium just so that I don't have to watch ads, because otherwise I'd be watching ads all the time with all the videos I watch. I watch a lot of videos. Ah, Doorstay. How about Doorstay as the Christmas Queen? Yeah. Doris Day? Okay. We were going back to the Christmas King and Queen of Christmas music. Okay, so you guys are going to have to help me. I'm going to have to look at this, but apparently loop method, we can do the loop method on the front. So not only have I not been doing the loop method, but I didn't even know there was a front of the loop method. You guys are teaching me so much. All right, Kim wrote me out a fantastic description of this. I need to go. I'll need to come back and look at it. But I'm also going to look for video because I'm a visual learner for the most part. Everybody's commenting now. Do the front. Do the front. Perry Como. Perry Como. You guys are awesome. Nice. So if you guys have a guy that likes like Spider-Man movies and things like that, more people are saying that they love the new Spider-Man anime movie. That is awesome. Hey, Lisa Schumacher. So you have a rescue dog that doesn't know how to play with toys. That is so awesome. That's so awesome. I'm a complete sap for watching those dodo videos now of all the animals that get adopted and don't know how to do things. You know, one of the things that you might try is, if you haven't already, is if she doesn't know like what she wants, or if she doesn't know what those things are for, is if you could take her to a pet store, and they often have everything kind of on the bottom, and nose her around and see if there's anything that she's interested in that maybe she'll pick up. And if she picks it up and chooses it, that may be the one that she really wants. So otherwise, just keep playing with her. That's all you can do. She'll get there in time. It takes some dogs quite a while to come to kind of evolve. I mean, Jelly's been with us for 1.5 years now, and she's still evolving. Oh, Nat King Cole. Yeah, Nat King Cole, King of Christmas. That would be great. Indy Williams. Yep. Yep, Julie Andrews. Yep. Thanks, Susan. You guys are awesome. Everybody's like, I do the loop method on the front. Didn't even know. Love it. Leah. Oh, it's fun. You got Boba Fett. Nice. Yeah, your grandsons will love Boba Fett. I'm not getting another project. Don't ever say you're not going to get another project, because as soon as you say that, like, your brain says not. Yes, going to. And you end up getting one. Debbie the Bears, chase the Bears. Oh, nice. Diana was at the Bears-Packers game. Nice. I'll get back to you on that, Diana. I'll get back to you on that. I need to make a note about that for myself. All right. Lisa's also giving me great instruction on the front loop method. There is no cross-stitch police. That is correct. You never know. It might start up, though. How would that look? Favorite male Christmas singer is George Michael. When he did Listen Without Prejudice, and that came out like in 1990 or something, it came out in the winter of 1990, and I had just started college, and for me, that Listen Without Prejudice will always mean like Christmas and winter and snow and everything. Well, not snow, but cold weather, because I was in Georgia then, and it'll always be like, I just love that album. I mean, I think just about every song on that album is absolutely fantastic. All right. Dishes and Stitches. Hello, Dishes and Stitches. Oh. Thanks for all the tips. Thank you. Okay, hold on. Link me to a YouTube video. Beginning and ending threads from Peacock and Fig. Okay.
Hey all, this is Dana again.
Hello. If it's Peacock and Fig, then yes, that is the way to do it. So let me. I do know that. She was one of the first cross stitchers that I ever saw. Like when I first started looking at cross stitch, she was one of the big ones that popped up, and on YouTube. And so I'm definitely going to watch that video. Thank you. She has wonderful tutorials, and what I'll do is I'll link her channel down below as well. All right, let me make a note of that. See all my notes? All right. Jen Stitch started Apothecary Shop, and you've kitted Rainy Waterloo Place and the New York street scene. Yes, yes. Where does the madness end? It never ends. It just goes on forever. That's so awesome. Sharon's on vacation. You're kitting up 6. Oh, I guess you're kitting up 7 projects. I guess you're whatchamacallit. I was just talking about it like 5 minutes ago. You're not wanting to do cross stitch, whatever that word is. Oy. Counting my stitches. This is a really good question, and I'm glad that I can answer this one. And I saw this one a few days ago, and I'm like, all right, I gotta make sure that I answer this one. So counting my stitches says, if I ever started a large full coverage piece and then my taste changes, do you finish the piece anyways, abort it, or just lay it aside for the time? So you start a fractal piece from Cross Stitch Collectibles, but now you just don't even like it, and you just can't even envision putting it up in your home. For that, listen, just put it aside for now. You've already done so much work on it. There's no need to get rid of it. I mean, just put it aside, put it away. Who knows, maybe in 10 years you'll be like, oh, this would be really cool, and so might want this. But have I started things and then just not finished them? Absolutely. I mean, last year I was doing that football piece that I really terribly wanted to do. And when I got to the face of the pilgrim and it looked terrible, or not terrible, it just didn't look very good. And I just lost all heart for the piece, and I just didn't want to do it. And every once in a while I'll run across something that I just start and I'm like, no, don't want to do it. But I am pretty picky with what I get, believe it or not, despite the fact that I have like ridiculous number of projects. But I'm pretty picky. It's usually I'll stitch on things and I know I want to finish. So just, you don't want to stitch on it right now, just put it aside, start something else. You have to love what you stitch. You just, I mean, why? Why stitch if you don't love it? Hey, Brooke. Amanda can see the baseball player's head pop, or the baseball player popping out on baseball. Yeah, totally. It's looking great. And then the umpire's popping out now, too. The top of the umpire's head. It's awesome. Nice. Snow Angel bought World Wonder. Two more people bought World Wonder now. That is so awesome. Hey, Lori. Thank you. And Merry Christmas to your family as well. And Fiona, Merry Christmas to you. And Stitch to the Left, Merry Christmas to you. Terry Lee Crafts asked me, what was my start date for Old World Map 2? Wow. I think I started it about 3 years ago, maybe? 2 years ago? Maybe 2 years ago. I can't quite remember. I want to say I got it. I know I ordered it the first summer that my husband and I were dating. But I think it took me a while to actually start it. I'll have to go back and see, because I know I've got that somewhere. I've got that somewhere in there. I love watching the progress on the piece too, and I love stitching on it, and I need to finish this page that I'm on right now. Absolutely need to finish it. And you guys were giving me tons of comments about the thumb crack. I need to moisturize. I need to moisturize. It definitely was a little dehydrated. Oh, to be purple. Merry Christmas. Isabel's Moments with Crafts. You better have started a second Haid this past weekend. I hope so. Priyanka asked me if I have seen Death by Cross Stitch Long Dog Samplers. That is one of those pieces that is like a classic, and I absolutely have seen it multiple times. I've seen other FlossTubers do it, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I don't have a lot of desire to do that particular piece. It's absolutely beautiful, but I don't think that it's something that I would really want to work on. Maybe someday, but that is really gorgeous. One of you guys on here, and I'll probably find it. Okay, wait. I'll just wait. I'll get back to it. You don't know what I'm talking about, but I'll get there in a minute. All right. Let me check my phone again. Merry Christmas, Susan. Merry Christmas to everybody. Let's just say that right off the bat. If you don't celebrate Christmas, happy day off if you get it. That's awesome. If you're working on Christmas, happy time and a half. If you are out of the country and, again, other things going on, have a great day. How about that? Have a great day. Wow. Jackie, you wore a hole in your finger with a certain... Wow, that's awesome. That's dedication, man. Everybody wants me to super glue my thumb. I can't super glue my thumb. I tried super gluing my thumb, but basically it doesn't hold. Let's just say that. It doesn't hold. But it's thickening up now. It's healing from the inside out. That's what I want. That's how it's really going to heal. Angela, I love that you call, well, that your chemist is a chemist. We call them pharmacists around here. And, but I love that you say chemist. That's so awesome. Now I have a new word. Yeah, the new skin. Yeah, we have new skin here too. And, it still doesn't, it comes off. I've tried those things before. I just need to hydrate better. You guys are giving me all these great tips. Oh yeah, Kimberly. Yeah, thank you, Karen. So Kimberly was the one who asked about you want to do projects because you need to do projects that have just one color. And Karen answered your question perfectly. Long dog samplers. Long dog samplers. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that at all. My husband's laughing. Okay, time out. I gotta okay.
Good luck.
Okay. Hey, hold on. Okay. Stop. All right. Yeah, so your comment's answered. Sorry. Okay, Janet. Stop laughing! ODB Purple finished page 3 of Stormtrooper. You're so far ahead of me. Hey, can you send me a picture of what it looks like? I would love to see that. It'll give me inspiration. That'd be awesome. Oh, Janet, your first ever Haid. Your first ever full coverage piece. That is so awesome. And your husband encouraged you to pick it out for your Christmas gifts. Yay. Oh, that is so awesome. And you got Starry Night. Dude, I got Starry Night too. I'll show you. I think, is it Cross Stitch Collectibles? Starry Night. That is beautiful. You are going to love it. That is, you can do it. You can do it. One stitch at a time, right? That's awesome. JD is encouraging you as well. That is awesome. I'm so happy for you guys. That's so cool. New projects, new challenges. It's awesome. Stop. Karen. Oh yeah, Karen and I were talking about budgies and their millet sprays. Use the holder or weave between the bars. Okay, I'll try and weave it between the bars because I have the millet is like these seed type things. I don't know what they are. But anyway, thank you. I will I'm gonna try that because I don't know. You're also asking about Carter, my gecko. Some rocks for him. He's up on, he likes the top of the terrarium, so he's behind the leaves and the vines and everything that are up there. So he is hiding, and he does have a place. And you guys will see him soon, I promise. I just need to get that channel going, right? Cat T got fabric for World Wonders. It's happening next year. Oh, that's awesome. Now it makes me kind of want to do the half stitches because I got to make some progress on that. Maybe I'll do it. Eileen is a licensed manicurist. Coconut oil. Coconut oil would feel really good and smell even better. Ooh. You guys are awesome. Everybody's like giving me all these tips on the dry hands. Hello, Debbie, my neighbor. Well, not really neighbor, but you live in the same state, so. Debbie is working on Garden Magic, the Haid. Try to look it up. Okay. Garden Magic. I should probably use the other side. Oh, the paper. I'm going to laugh about that thing for the rest of the day, I swear. I just don't need to say that phrase ever again. At least on a video. I don't even know how to bloop something like that out, so I apologize if anybody was offended and didn't just laugh. I'm sorry. Alright, stop. Nanette, your dad was a professional bowler. That is so cool. New skin. Yep. Nice. Nice. Stitch and button. You have some 25 count fabric that you had forgotten, and you're going to work on Space Traveler. Nice. Oh, I'm going to check out your whip parade. Your whip parade was over an hour. Nice. All right, let me go over there. If I could spell stitch right. I always spell stitch S-T-I-C-H. Because honestly, isn't that what it sounds like? Stitch? That's what it sounds like. Who created the English language? Because whoever did, didn't know what they were doing. It's all over the place. And then the phone died. All right, here we go. And then I had a couple people suggesting that I use O'Keefe's Skin Repair. I actually have some. Someone gave it to me a few years back, probably because I saw how dry my hands are. And so the commercials do not lie. Not like it. You guys are awesome. Hey, Delaney. The answer is yes, yes, and triple yes. I will get back to you. I will get back to you on that. Oh, as I'm dropping everything here. Oh, this has been an interlude for the ages, hasn't it? I don't know. Sure. Closing out 2018 with a bang. Okay, Christina. Okay. Oh! Okay, I don't think I have it right here. So, Christina, I'm going to answer your back here, but in case you're not here, she was pointing out that it looked like on my Apothecary Shop that one of my gridded sections, instead of being 10 by 10, it looked like it was 9 by 10. And she's right, it is 9 by 10 because, crazily enough, the prior page ends with one line over. I'm not a big fan when they do that. Why do they do that? Why do they do that? I don't know. But anyway, I got to respond back to her. Oop. Christina. Let me just write that down. We've been having a small conversation about that the last couple of days. All right. Oh. You guys are awesome. Cassandra Arviso, what's your longest project I've worked on or are still working on? That is a great question. Well, technically, I would say that the ones that I finished are the ones that I worked on the longest, because virtually everything that I'm working on now that I can think of, I've only started in the last year or two. Last 2 years max. Versus the ones that are completed, that are up on the stitchy wall, took me 3 years or more. Yeah, so three to 4 years is the longest it's taken me to finish one piece. Seems long, doesn't it? Especially when it was like just the one piece that I was working on. Anyway, cool. I'll have to come back and answer that for you. Layla Stone, what do I do when my cross-stitch scissors get dull? You know, I have like 4 pairs of scissors because I lose them all the time. I haven't yet got to a point where I've worn out a pair of scissors. I would assume that you could get like a knife sharpening kit and just use it for the scissors. I don't know. I have no idea. But I have like 4 or 5 pairs of scissors, little scissors that are all around, and I only know where 2 of them are. So at any one time. So they always manage to run away. I really cleaned up my lungs with that laughing episode. Sorry, I'm just dancing with that. What is that? I'm hearing little kids.
Watching a video.
Oh, okay. Husband's upstairs wrapping a special present for some friends of ours. He always wraps creatively. And in this particular, the kids basically, it's going to be a long present. And basically, the goal is that they have to reach their arm all the way through. And it's going to be kind of like one of those like Halloween boxes where like you feel your way through gross, messy things all the way to the end. Only to realize that your present was probably in this first compartment on the sides. But anyway, it's going to be a lot of fun to watch them have to go through it. So it'll be a lot of fun. Oh, goodness. Lori's having a good day yesterday. We did the Stitch With Me. You got new cloth from the stitching shop. You got, oh, that's so awesome. You got all kinds of stuff. That's so awesome. And you're sick. What a great day. I mean, you're having a great day. That's awesome. The thing about the gift card, I haven't been back. They'll probably just wait until I come back. That is awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Favorite Christmas song is The Boar's Head from the Bells of Dublin album by the... I've heard the Chieftains. I've not heard The Boar's Head. I'm going to have to listen to that. Sounds interesting. Nice. Catherine, thank you for the very detailed comments. I appreciate that. I appreciate the feedback. That is awesome. You guys are awesome. I was singing all the funny Christmas carols today, like the really funny ones that are probably inappropriate to sing here. All right. You guys are awesome. All right, I'm coming up on this last 24 hours. You're on page 4 of Stormtrooper now? Well, I guess you just said you finished page 3, so why would I be surprised that you're on page 4? I'm not sure. Halfway finished, though? I need pictures. I need a picture. Send me a picture. Irene said we were talking about. I've got a setup coming to where I am gonna hopefully start to be able to cross stitch in bed, like sitting up. I'm gonna have like a little pillow, a little chair pillow, and I got a little crafty light that is going to be just the right height, and then I got a little table desk, a little bed desk, and they're all coming today, and she's like, won't I fall asleep? Well, that is possible. That is quite possible. Aww. Kathy B is from Australia. I know you have Christmas and summer. I've been watching. Whoa! I have watching one of my more favorite. One of my regular YouTubers that I watch was just in Australia, and they were talking about how hot it was. That'd be so weird. It'd be so strange to have. I mean, that's just because it's just been like this. I don't know. It's just weird. But I wouldn't mind like being here for the winter, and then in the summertime, like go down to Australia and spend the summer in Australia. It'd be like the reverse of the snowbirds, we call them here. Snowbirds are people who stay in Colorado when it's nice, and then when it starts to get cold, they go south. They fly south for the winter. So they usually go to like Arizona or Florida or something like that. Nice. Merry Christmas, Angela. Market Square Tavern. I'm so happy that you started that. I really am. And you know, we've only done about 30 stitches. When you get a bit more into it, there'll come a point where you can hold it back and you'll be able to see, like, sometimes you may want to take a picture of it to really be able to like see it for how others see it. Because when you're looking at a Ronnie Rowe and you look at, all you see is like just the black thread on the white fabric and you can't see the design. If you take a picture of it, boom, it really pops. Okay, coming on the end. Erica's also saying she has to listen to my Stitch With Me's with the headphones on because her bird screams at my birds. That's funny. Birds are just funny. Super Peace Rose. Hey, I will email you. I will. Awesome, 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 awesome. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yeah, so the thing about the fish tank. So, are we done? Are we done with everything else? Fabric pencil. Lisa found a fabric pencil. Put out by Sewline. Sewline. Nice. Okay, I will let you know, Lisa. I will let you know. I do want to see pictures. If you see this, I do want to see pictures of that. That would be great. All right, so I'll probably talk about it more on the weekly update, but since we're here and you guys, a lot of people have asked questions about the animals. So some crazy things have been going on with the Megalodon tank. It's the one where I have all the big snails in it. So the snails have been laying tons of egg packages everywhere. And I don't know if there are more egg packages. I literally caught them. I don't even know what the piece of the snail was, but it was like this appendage that was super long and like snaking out from above. I'd never seen it before, and it came way out, and it was like it's. I'm pretty sure it's like how they deposit the eggs or make the egg sacs. And I swear, I feel like these snails are about to all pass away because they've just gotten too big, and they're all laying eggs before they go. I cannot move those snails into another tank. The other two of my other tanks, the bigger ones, are where the King Kong parrotfish are, and they're absolute jerks, and they kill snails. They somehow know to knock them upside down, and the snails literally drown because they can't right themselves. And And so, and I can't. I've lost too many snails to those guys. And my betta tank already has a ton of little snails in it. So I can't put them in with the axolotl because I'm pretty sure the axolotl will try to swallow them. And I'm afraid the axolotl will actually choke on them. That would be bad. So I was laughing because I was thinking back to the funny thing earlier. It was inappropriate. Anyway, so I've got some cool videos coming. I need to do some snail research. I got a lot of things to do. I told you guys all the time I have off coming up, but I gotta get some stuff done, so let's get this video loaded. And Merry Christmas to you all, and to all good night. And never again will I attempt to say that name that I said, because clearly I can't say it. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one, and I will be, I'll see you guys Thursday morning with a new weekly update, and we'll see how much stitching we get done. See you later.